What is up, noobs and noobettes? Charles or Atingleee here, and welcome back to another video, guys. So today's video is going to be another tip video, and this is actually one of my favorite ones that I've ever made. So hopefully you guys do find it useful. It's going to be how to take on multiple enemies in Call of Duty. Back in the day when the hit detection wasn't as good, it wasn't that hard to take on two people. You could just kill one motherfucker, instantly snap to the other and finish him off, and you'd just feel like a beast. Nowadays, hit detection's so much better, you die so fucking quick, so there's no chance of that happening anymore. Hopefully these tips I'm about to give you today will allow you to run those lobbies you're in, and you're able to take on as many enemies as you need and continue to achieve the streak that you're trying to achieve. So, that's enough blabbing from me. Let's jump straight into this shit. Ow. Okay, I'm going to be covering 3 different scenarios, each requiring a different course of action, and hopefully you're able to do the right thing depending on your situation. So, the first thing I'm going to be covering is you being completely out of the open and having 2 guys to deal with. Well, the first thing you want to do is make sure you are a moving target. I've mentioned this before, a moving target is harder to kill than a still target, so you want to do whatever you can to be a difficult target for the enemies. Next, are you able to line up the enemies in any shape or form, or at least bring them closer together, whether that means strafing or thrusting in one certain direction? Can you bring them closer? This is really important because it means you require less time to snap onto the second target after you kill the first target, or if you line them up enough and you're using a ballistic weapon, you can shoot them both at the same time, which will be really beneficial to you. So, say you have an enemy right here and an enemy right here. For you to line them up, or at least bring them closer, you want to go to your right, because that'll allow you to have them both in your line of sight, and it'll mean you need less time to snap onto the next guy if you need to do so. So in this situation, I would thrust right, kill the enemy, probably drop shot the next guy, and get that double kill like it ain't no thing. The next situation, the one where you cannot line them up and you cannot bring them closer because they're either too far apart or it's just better for you to thrust in the other direction. What you want to do is go for the person that is more likely the difficult target. For example, this guy is near the car. So what you want to do is fuck his shit up and then hope to God that you're going to kill the other guy too. You always want to go for the more difficult target because that'll increase your chances of killing the next guy. Fuck yeah. Just to add on to this, say you have 2 enemies in front of you and one of them is not looking at you. Even if you're already aiming at that enemy, you want to redirect your aim and kill the other guy because he's the immediate threat and he's the guy you need to deal with first. Fuck his shit up and then fuck the other guy up too. Okay, the next scenario is you having to deal with 2 people, but you have some cover nearby. What do you do in this situation? Well, you want to do your best to get to that cover before anything. As I mentioned at the start of the video, nowadays in Call of Duty you can't easily take on 2 enemies, so having this cover to work with is going to give you a big advantage and it's going to buy you a lot more time to win these 2 gunfights. So what you want to do is not only go towards this cover with any means necessary, you want to make sure you're returning fire if possible. What this means is it'll allow you to tag a couple bullets on the enemy. That'll already make it a lot easier for you to finish off the enemies, and it'll also get you to some cover. So, once you're in this situation, you want to do whatever you can to play around with this cover. Make sure you're keeping yourself safe, avoiding as many bullets as possible, and choosing the gunfights wisely. What do I mean by this? Okay, so say we have 2 enemies in front of us. Because this cover is to our right, we're better off going for the left person, and let me explain why. If you're going for the right person, you're kind of visible to the other guy. You do not want this. Your best course of action is to block the line of sight to at least one of the enemies. Doing this means you only have to deal with at most 1 person, and this makes your odds a lot better and will make it a lot easier for you to win this gunfight. So, say I had 2 people there, I'm returning fire here. What I want to do is take cover and deal with this guy only. I want to make sure I'm still blocked off to the second guy because he can't tag me. I'll finish off this guy. And the biggest advantage you have with this is that this motherfucker right here has no idea where you are. He may think he knows where you are. He's going to assume you're in the exact spot you just killed his teammate in. Hell no, you're not. You're smarter than that. You can either dip over to there and catch him off guard. You can jump up right here, fuck his shit up. Even if you don't finish him off when you do return fire, you're at least damaging him, bringing him to a level playing field, and just making it a lot easier for you to finish him off. If you do jump up and tag him and you don't finish him off, you can either get the fuck out of there, retreat to some cover, regenerate your health, or you can quickly poke out here here and finish that guy off. You have the element of surprise on your side, and he's got the knowledge of you being in this area. You definitely have an advantage in this situation, and the hardest part about this whole thing is dealing with that first guy. You fucking got this, mate. One thing I want you guys to realize is that cover comes in all different shapes and sizes. The more you play Call of Duty and the more you deal with different situations, the better you'll get at manipulating cover and taking on different enemies. For example, say you have an enemy right here and an enemy right here, and you have this car. What do you do in this situation? You fucking crouch. This allows you to take on this first enemy, no sweat, and while the second enemy knows that you're behind this car, he doesn't know where you're going to pop out from. And this is your best friend in this situation. What I'd do here is I'd stand up, figure out exactly where the guy has moved, and force him one way and then fuck his shit up like this. Little things like this will give you a big advantage in the gunfight. Tagging that 1 or 2 bullets before the enemy figures out where you are is going to allow you to make them weak, fuck their shit up, get your score streak, and call that bitch in. And now the last scenario I want to talk to you guys about is when you're ready behind cover. Obviously this is the most ideal situation for you, and the things I mentioned in the previous scenario still stand. You have one guy over here and one guy jumping up onto this truck. What do? You block the line of sight to one of them. Deal with this first guy and then either fuck this guy up or get the hell out of here and live to fight another day. Guys, I really want you to be intelligent with this and think outside of the box. Anything on the map can be used as cover and can be used to block a line of sight to one of the enemies. Say you got a guy there and a guy there, fucking prone and deal with this guy only and then deal with this guy, man. It's simple as that. Make sure you're being smart about things, adjusting your character in a way where you're able to block the line of sight to someone, and it's actually a lot easier than you think. For example, this little thin bitch right here, this isn't going to really provide you cover, is it? Fuck yeah it is, man. You got a guy there and a guy there. What do? You either walk forward a bit and shoot this guy. You've blocked the line of sight to the second, and then you can deal with him in any way you see fit. Or if you're here and you want to deal with the other guy first, you walk forward this way, deal with him, and then you can deal with the other guy accordingly. Anything on the map is your friend. The most important thing you need to do is make sure you only deal with one person at a time. Block the line of sight, guys. I want you to drill this into your brain. It'll mean you're going to be winning a lot more gunfights, and it comes in handy even if you're only versing one person. You always want to take advantage of cover, and this is why it's really important to have full control over your character. Whether this means mastering the movement mechanics or just knowing how to manipulate your character in a way where you're protecting yourself from other people. I can't stress how important it is for you guys to learn these tactics, because especially when boots on the ground comes back, you won't have the thrusting to save your ass in gunfights. You're gonna have to use the map wisely, maneuver the map wisely, and choose your gunfights wisely, guys. Hopefully you can take something from this video. Before I end the video, I want to give you guys some in-game examples of me dealing with multiple enemies on multiple occasions, and hopefully you understand what I mean and what the fuck you're supposed to do. Okay, so starting off this clip with a cheeky double kill, push up the map here, get this third guy right here, and whoop-de-damn-do, get the fourth guy. Okay, these stairs are a high traffic area and I'm out in the open. What I need to do here is pre-aim the stairs while also getting into some cover. Alright, no one on the stairs, but as you can see on the map, there is at least 72 people on the other side of this box. Some of them might be suspicious that there's someone around here, but they have no idea where I am since I have a silencer. So, as you can see, jumped up, picked the target, and quickly dipped behind this box. I probably had time to kill the other guy, but I'm better off blocking the line of sight and staying alive. Now, obviously someone's going to push into this building because there was 4 of them, and odds are at least one of them is going to go in. That is why I stayed in this corner and waited a bit. This guy didn't push me, so I pushed him because I overstayed my welcome in that corner. The other guy that I took cover from is probably going to hunt me down and I need to get out of there. As you can see, I backed up into this corner, blocked the line of sight to the left, so it meant I only had to deal with the door in front of me. Thankfully it worked out. This guy was not expecting me to be here. I was able to kill him. I also noticed that my teammate was coming up the stairs, so I decided to pre-fire this door just in case someone was coming. No one was here. I overstayed my welcome. Let's get the fuck out of here. As you can see here, I was completely out in the open. I couldn't line them up and I had no cover nearby. What do? I just be a difficult target, hope for the best, make sure my aim is crisp, and thankfully I was able to kill them both. Okay, As you can see, there were 2 people in that building. They were really spread apart, so it would have been tough for me to shoot them both at the same time. And I could have taken one and then died after, but I was like, fuck this shit, I'm getting the hell out of here, so I fell out of the window. Come over to here, get that free 2-piece, jump back up into the window because they weren't expecting me, kill this guy, and then this is where the clip ends. And that's it, guys. That is how you take on multiple enemies in Call of Duty. You want to either bring the enemies closer somehow by maneuvering yourself, and this will allow you to return fire on both of them, and it'll mean you need less time to lock onto the second enemy, or you want to block the line of sight to one of them, take on the first guy, and this will make it an even playing field, guys. This is how I always stay alive when I have multiple enemies. I either block the line of sight, then deal with the second guy, or block the line of sight, kill the first guy only, and then get the fuck out of there and live to fight another day. Don't feel like you're a little bitch for running away. You're actually being smart, man. Why stay there, do the predictable thing, and push out the same way the enemy's expecting you and get killed when you can retreat, go to a different part of the map, kill some other motherfuckers, and have the other guy wondering where the fuck you went, man. Either way, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Hopefully you did learn a thing or two. Don't forget to keep this in mind next time you're playing Call of Duty. Trust me, it helps a lot. And especially with the new Call of Duty being boots on the ground, you're not going to have the thrusting and the jumping to save your ass anymore, man. You're going to have to maneuver the map a lot more intelligently, use cover wisely, and pick your gunfights wisely as well. Either way, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Hopefully you did learn a thing or two, man. If you did, make sure you hit the like button. If you're new to the channel and you enjoyed what you saw and you're looking forward to more tip videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button, man. I'm going to be making a fuckload of them, so there's always something to look forward to. Either way, guys, that's pretty much it for this vid. Leave me a comment, letting me know what you thought of this, and if it helped you out, hopefully you can become more of a beast using these tips, and hopefully you're able to deal with situations a lot better. That's it for this video, guys. I'll catch you all in the next one. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. Until next time, peace out, noobs.